Hello, my name is Zoe Brown and I am a dyslexia specialist at Mancroft Learning in Norfolk. In fact, I am a dyslexic dyslexia specialist at Mancroft Learning in Norfolk, which means I have personal as well as professional experience and understanding of this learning difference. Here is a short introduction about what dyslexia is and what you should do if you're worried about your child's learning. So here we go. What is dyslexia? Dyslexia, as you're probably aware, is a genetic learning difference that affects the way in which the brain processes information. It affects memory, processing speed, and phonological awareness. Basically, the dyslexic mind needs things to make sense in order to learn them. Unfortunately, however, the English language, amongst other languages across the world, does not make sense in the way in which the dyslexic mind thinks, and this makes learning to read, write and spell particularly challenging. Now, it's said to affect roughly 1 in 5 people. Some stats say 1 in 10, others 1 in 5, but nobody really knows. The Made by Dyslexia charity, not so long ago, found out that up to 80% of dyslexic children go through their entire formal education time without being identified as being dyslexic. And this means they don't get the access to the constructive help that they need to meet their educational needs and to help them with their dyslexic related difficulties. So, however, on a more positive note, dyslexic children and adults have many strengths and cognitive advantages which can lead them to become very successful in the modern world. And these are referred to as dyslexic thinking skills. Now, these have been formally recognised by LinkedIn and the Oxford English Dictionary and include, but are not limited to, analysing and problem solving, so looking at things from a unique perspective to find solutions, creating and inventing, so having these fantastic ideas and getting them into practice, seeing the big picture, being able to take a step back from everything and look at the whole situation, the whole problem, and understand it fully without being distracted by all the details. Empathizing. Dyslexic people are often very perceptive as to other people's emotional states. Simplifying complex ideas, explaining things in a way in which people can understand them. Communicating and influencing. So I mean this in the general way, not the way that the word influencing has become known as in social media. However, I'm sure dyslexic social media influencers are fantastic at what they do. But in the more general sense, so communicating and influencing, being persuasive and using this language in a natural and effective way to influence, really. So the earlier dyslexia is identified, the sooner effective learning support can be provided and the more these strengths can be developed and celebrated. Okay, now each dyslexic person will have a different pattern of strengths and difficulties. They won't all have all of those strengths, for instance. So when I say the earlier dyslexia is identified, I mean through full diagnostic assessment. Dyslexia screeners are there and they are helpful in their own way, but to actually identify dyslexia, you need a diagnostic assessment. Okay, so what should you do if you're worried about your child's learning? The first thing you need to do is research. Okay, that's very important. Have a look at the British Dyslexia Association's website. They have a lot of valuable information. So does Made by Dyslexia, who I referred to earlier. They've got a lot of great information about dyslexia. That should be a great place to start off. Next, and very importantly, you need to talk to your child's class teacher, SENCO, or head teacher to see what's being done to support your child and to talk to them and see if they've recognised any difficulties that your child is experiencing as well. The next thing to do is get in touch with me. My name is Zoe Brown and I am a dyslexia specialist, as I've explained earlier, and I'm happy to talk through your concerns and, when appropriate, arrange a full diagnostic assessment. So remember, every dyslexic child or adult will have a different pattern of strengths and challenges, as I've said. When they are identified early through diagnostic assessments, given structured, individualized support to target their specific needs, they will have the chance to develop their strengths, catch up with their peers academically, and improve their self-esteem. So, as I said, this is me. I am Zoe Brown. I'm a dyslexia specialist at Mancroft Learning in Norfolk. I assess children all over Norfolk and Suffolk. And please get in touch with me if you're worried about your child's learning. If you have any questions, let me know. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.